There are a lot of ways to twist and turn how Trump's ideas may impact Apple's business. His tax reform plans, his stance with China, immigration, and encryption are just a few points that stand between the tech company and the president-elect. Joining us now to break it down is Mallory Goki. She's mobile editor at digitaltrends.com. Mallory, thank you so much for joining us. Apple has a very high tax rate, a huge amount of offshore cash. How will Trump's offshore tax plan impact the company when you look at those pieces?
Trump's offshore tax plan is actually one of the few parts of his plan that will actually impact Apple in a positive way. Apple right now has a lot of money in accounts overseas that is not being taxed, and they have said that they will bring it back when it's at a fair rate. And Trump's rate is a little bit lower than what other people have proposed, so for Apple it would actually be a good time to bring their money back to America and get a pretty good rate.
So back in June, Apple actually asked its Chinese iPhone manufacturers to move business to the United States. So how will that impact iPhone sales?
Right. So Trump has been saying that he wants things made in America. He wants to bring jobs back to America. And Apple is, obviously investigating to see if that's possible and if they can do that without kind of ruining their profit lines and their profit margins. And obviously it would be a huge undertaking to bring back all of production from China all the way to the United States. And it could increase the prices of the iPhone, or, obviously Apple might take a little bit of a hit in profits, but likely we'll see some kind of price increase if it does move back to the States. And it would be a long process.
Oh, of course. That's not something that happens overnight, for sure. I mean, the case for strong encryption on its iPhones has also been one of Apple's most public and impassioned stances. It's also one that Trump strongly opposes. So how do you see that push and pull playing out?
That's going to be a very interesting battle of wills, I think. Apple has fought tooth and nail against the FBI about having a backdoor into its encryption, which protects users' privacy and their data from, hackers or from any other malicious people who might be trying to get in there. But obviously it also protects criminals' data as well as innocent people's data, and Trump doesn't want that. He wants law enforcement to have a way in. So I think Apple's going to fight pretty hard against that.
So all in all, when you look at a Trump presidency, how does that impact Apple's business when you put all of these pieces together?
It could be a pretty big problem for Apple at the end of the day. Like, although they're getting a pretty good tax rate with their, profits coming back from offshores, they're still going to have a lot of problems when it comes to fighting about encryption and fighting to keep, those visas open for foreign workers who contribute a lot to the company, as well as their profit lines when it comes to manufacturing things in the United States versus China. That's going to be a bit of an issue for them.
Very interesting. We'll have to watch and see how everything ultimately plays out. Mallory, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching. I'm Courtney Reagan. Have a great day.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.